Chicago, you win not 122 Grand Prix, but 123. I said, well, I have in my book 122. And after we check, and this is true, it's 123. Why? Because I win at Hockenheim in 76 with 750, but not Superbike, but Grand Prix. So it's a Grand Prix race. So I must put this one also because it's important because Valentino is coming close, so I must, I must check everything.
In 1977, you had one last roll of the dice with a privateer RG 500 Suzuki. At last, a Suzuki. You finished sixth in the championship, but it wasn't a really great year. Why did you do it?
You know, because it's difficult to decide to stop if you love the motorcycle. So, and I like to try, and I think what I said before, Suzuki, very, very fast, good frame, and the engine, fantastic. But every 5 laps, every 10 laps, sees. So, and I have a very, very bad season. And also, the last my race, when I decide to stop, we are in Imola, no, sorry, in Mugello, and I have a very bad start. And after I catch and I try very hard, and the last lap I am second, very close, and before the last corner, I seize and I crash. I broke my shoulder and I say, okay, I stop. I think I say maybe it's the time to retire. So I decided to retire.
Before that happened, I must just give a personal witness to this man, because I watched, my wife and I rode to Francorchamps to watch the Belgian Grand Prix, and we watched in practice, in qualifying, at a place called Master, and there is a very fast S-bend out at the back of the Grand Prix circuit. And on the edge of the track, just on the exit, there's a house with steps which come down into the road. And there's a straw bale that had been placed in the front of the house, attached to a pole. And every single lap, Giacomo Agostini would come round and there would be a puff of straw, just as he touched the straw bale with his shoulder. Every single...
You know why?
Why?
I want to clean my leathers.
On the other hand, in the Temporada di Primavera, which is the Italian spring road races they used to have around the tracks like Riccione and Rimini and Cattolica and so on, there were street races, literally. And I think they paid quite well, didn't they, in the 1960s and 70s. There were lots of straw bales, and there was a rider, well, Tarquinio Provini we were talking about before, who used to actually stick his elbow out into the straw bales, didn't he? Old elbows. And that was, again, just to attract the public. Have you been conscious in your career of playing to the public, of trying to make people say, oh, look at Ago, he's fantastic?
No, because depend. If you have a very hard race and the good competitor, you must think about the race. You must think about the bike, about the rev, about the asphalt, about everything. You know, it depends. But only one time, one man was in Riccione, and he with the cigarette. And he said to me, okay, you pass and you hai spento, come si hai spento la sigaretta?
Put the cigarette out.
Yeah, but I said to him, you know why? Because I don't want you to smoke.
So you retired from riding in Grand Prix racing, and you went to race cars. And was this a passion? Was this something that you wanted to see how you'd be any good at? Was it somebody who had suggested it to you? Why did you go Formula 1 car racing?
Because when I decide what I said before, I like and I love motorcycle, I like race, and when I decide to finish, it's not easy. So I think, okay, I have to do something to the mind think to other
To keep my mind active and
different
to competition.
And because in the 70 or 71, Mr. Ferrari offered me the car I test a Modena with Ferrari, and he offered me to race, and I think about it, say, oh, I like, but after I say, okay, when I start, I want to race with the motorcycle. Now I win, and now I do what I want, and now I do it every Sunday. I am in the podium. Why change? So I say, okay, I love motorcycle and I stay with the motorcycle. Because I think also the God give us something. So give me the passion with the motorcycle. So why you want everything? If I'm in the motorcycle, why you want the car? Why you want this one? So I'm be happy with the motorcycle, so I decide to stay.
So you had a short-lived career in Formula One, in the British Championship, just long enough to decide you didn't like it, and so you retired from that. But then you came back to motorcycling again, this time as a team manager in 1981, and there you won your very first race again as a team manager, when Graham Crosby won the Daytona 200 on a Team Agostini Yamaha.
Yeah, because when I retire, I say, okay, and then Marlboro again say, why you don't make a team? So I call, I have a good relation with Yamaha people, and I go to Japan and I spoke with the Japanese, say, listen, if you give me the bike, you don't care about in Europe, I do everything, and just you give me the bike, and I have a sponsor, and I do everything, and Yamaha decides, say, okay. Then he gave me the bike, and I do everything, and I'm very happy also because we win 3 world champions, and it was very, very nice.
Why did you choose Graham Crosby?
Because he's one of the best at that time. It was very, very good.